Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone Replacement will be perfect if you're not a fan of Taylor Sheridan's Western franchise. Now that Yellowstone has, allegedly, ended, many will try to replicate its success. But one Netflix series isn't trying to be exactly like Taylor Sheridan's TV show, which is good for those tired of his franchise. The Paramount Network neo-Western drama was supposed to end following its fifth season finale. However, some confusion remains concerning Yellowstone's future. Whatever the case, Sheridan has a Beth and Rip spin-off and a few other Yellowstone spin-offs in the works, but Netflix has a replacement series ready to go in early 2025. Unfortunately, Yellowstone Season 5 wasn't met with the best reviews from critics and audiences alike. Following Kevin Costner's exit, that was to be expected. However, many were unhappy with the show's ending and have expressed how its quality rapidly declined during the last episodes. Perhaps those following Sheridan's Western franchise, or people who love the genre but could never get into Yellowstone, can look to Netflix's new show for solace. Netflix's American Primeval premieres on Thursday, January 9. While it may seem quite similar to Yellowstone on the surface, it's much darker than Sheridan's show. However, American Primeval could still satisfy Yellowstone fans and haters alike. The Western miniseries, written by Mark L. Smith and directed by Peter Berg, consists of 6 episodes and stars Taylor Kitsch. American Primeval takes place in the West in 1857 and revolves around the raw, adventurous exploration of the birth of the American West, per Netflix by Tudum. Very little light or hope can be found in the series. American Primeval is dark, gritty, tragic, and brutal, and while Yellowstone was also tragic and brutal, its dark side is no comparison to American Primeval's story. Essentially, Netflix's new Western show makes Yellowstone seem tame. Although American Primeval is being marketed as a miniseries, it has the potential to inject new life into the Western genre following Yellowstone's ending. Just based on the trailer, the mature-rated video, and the cleaner one, the Netflix show will seemingly be able to garner a lot of attention and keep it. Plus, it helps to have a talented and noteworthy cast. If American Primeval is successful and lives up to the hype, Western TV series can live on and start to diversify in the wake of Yellowstone's finale. For fans who find Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone a bit too heavy on cowboy culture, sprawling landscapes, and frontier justice, there's good news. A new contender is on the horizon to fill your TV watching schedule. While Yellowstone has undeniably been a juggernaut of contemporary television, redefining the Western genre for a modern audience, it's not for everyone. Sheridan's storytelling thrives on brooding patriarchs, intergenerational conflict, and sweeping shots of Montana's rugged beauty, elements that can sometimes alienate viewers looking for something different. Enter a potential Yellowstone replacement that's poised to captivate a broader audience, blending drama, intrigue, and fresh themes without the boots and hats aesthetic. So, what would make a show the perfect antidote for those uninterested in Sheridan's Wild West saga? Here are the ingredients for a series that could capture hearts without borrowing too heavily from the Yellowstone playbook. 1. Location, location, location. One of Yellowstone's defining traits is its intimate relationship with the American West. But the ideal replacement would pivot to a setting that feels just as immersive yet entirely distinct. Imagine a coastal community plagued by secrets, with ocean waves crashing dramatically against cliffs, or an urban jungle where power struggles unfold in corporate boardrooms rather than cattle ranches. For example, a story centered on the Pacific Northwest could offer a visually rich and atmospheric setting. Dense forests, misty mornings, and small-town charm could create a moody backdrop that feels fresh and engaging. Alternatively, a show set in a bustling city like Chicago or New Orleans might swap cowboy boots for sharp suits and jazz clubs, exploring human ambition in environments teeming with diversity and modernity. 2. A focus on contemporary issues. While Yellowstone delves into land disputes and family dynamics, a replacement could tackle themes that resonate deeply with today's audiences. Climate change, social justice, and the complexities of technology are ripe for exploration. A series examining the ethical dilemmas of a tech billionaire, for instance, could provide the same high-stakes drama as Yellowstone, but through a lens more relatable to urban and younger viewers. Consider a storyline revolving around the fight to protect an endangered ecosystem, juxtaposing environmental activists against profit-driven corporations. The moral ambiguity of both sides could offer the layered character dynamics Sheridan fans love, but with a completely different tone and focus. 3. Compelling characters without archetypes. Sheridan's characters are often larger than life, tough-as-nails ranchers, scheming businesspeople, and fiercely loyal family members. A great alternative would emphasize nuanced, relatable characters who feel like people you might actually know, flawed but deeply human. Picture a protagonist who isn't a powerful patriarch, but perhaps a young artist trying to navigate personal identity and community responsibility. Or a widowed matriarch balancing her grief with the need to keep her fractured family together. By grounding characters in everyday struggles while still weaving in gripping drama, the show could appeal to audiences craving realism and emotional depth. 4. Twisty, smart storytelling. What makes Yellowstone so addictive is its knack for twists and turns. A worthy successor would need to keep viewers guessing without relying on shootouts or bar fights. Intricate plot lines filled with mystery, betrayal, and unexpected alliances could create just as much tension without leaning on Western tropes. Imagine a series where the central mystery revolves around a missing person or a long-buried secret that threatens to unravel an entire community. Every episode could layer on new clues, forcing characters to confront their pasts while grappling with the consequences of their actions. By focusing on suspense and intellectual engagement, this approach could attract viewers who prefer psychological drama over physical confrontations. 5. A strong female perspective. While Yellowstone has powerful female characters like Beth Dutton, they often serve as foils to the men around them. A new series could center women in more multifaceted and empowering roles. Perhaps it's about a female entrepreneur trying to rebuild her family's legacy, or a mother-daughter duo navigating societal expectations while pursuing their dreams. The ideal show might also explore themes of sisterhood, mentorship, and resilience, creating a tapestry of relationships that feel fresh and inclusive. By elevating women's voices, this series could carve out a unique identity, appealing to viewers hungry for authentic female-driven narratives. 6. Music and atmosphere. Yellowstone's soundtrack of country and Americana music is an integral part of its identity, setting the tone for its rustic storytelling. A replacement could use music just as effectively but take a completely different approach. Imagine a series underscored by indie rock, jazz, or even orchestral compositions, using sound to build atmosphere and emotional resonance. Additionally, the show could lean into visual storytelling with striking cinematography that immerses viewers in its unique world. Whether it's neon-lit cityscapes or the golden glow of a coastal sunset, the right aesthetic could set the series apart and make it unforgettable. 7. Inclusivity and representation. One of the criticisms of Yellowstone is its limited representation of diverse voices and perspectives. A new show could embrace inclusivity, showcasing characters from a variety of backgrounds and experiences. Whether it's a multi-generational immigrant family navigating cultural identity or a group of friends from different walks of life, diversity could add richness and depth to the story. For example, a narrative about a community struggling to preserve its heritage in the face of gentrification could offer a poignant commentary on modern society. By reflecting the realities of a broader audience, this series could feel more relevant and inclusive. 8. Emphasis on relationships. While Yellowstone thrives on conflict, a replacement could focus more on connection. Exploring friendships, romantic entanglements, and family bonds could create an emotional core that resonates deeply with viewers. Think of a series like This Is Us, but with a twist of mystery or suspense to keep things exciting. For instance, a show that examines the intertwined lives of residents in a small town could offer endless opportunities for drama and heartache. The relationships between characters could be the driving force, making viewers invest in their journeys and rooting for their growth.